One of the phrases that I hear most often is people say to me, I used to be competent. I used to be able to get things done. I used to feel productive when I left the office. And now they feel they're on this constant treadmill of never being able to accomplish what they thought they were going to accomplish that day. And they're sort of, many liken it to that scene from I Love Lucy, where she's trying to keep up with the candy making on the conveyor belt. They feel that that's what their professional life has been reduced to. So what we're going to do today is implement some very, very practical tips on how you can best reposition yourself as a professional in the 21st century. People feel that they somehow are out of sync with their ability to be productive at the workplace. I think things are different. I think we've just sort of been caught off guard by our transition into the 21st century, where overnight everything became green, global, and digital. And it impacted every single industry and every part of our economy: manufacturing, nonprofit management, education, media, shopping, retail. Everything has changed. And what we have forgotten to do or not been able to do, instead of blaming ourselves for this inability to process all this amazing different economy, is we haven't taken time to sort of revisit how all of that impacts our workday, right down to our office, right down to our own processing of information at our desk. People say to me, I feel like I used to be professional. I used to be smart. I used to be able to get things done. I used to feel that I earned my keep. Now most days I feel like her. Out of control, overwhelmed, not able to get anything moved the way I wanted to get it moved ahead. We're going to tackle some of those issues today. Let's just talk about interruptions at the workplace. There are several major significant studies that indicate that you're getting interrupted about every 7 minutes at the workplace. I can see heads nodding. Okay, now if you take an interruption every 7 minutes, and that could be a text message, a phone call ringing, an email ping, somebody walking by your office, a variety of things, every 7 minutes, it takes you an average of 5 minutes to respond to that interruption and then figure out what the heck you were doing when you got interrupted. Now, if you do the math and you look at being interrupted every 7 minutes and averaging about 5 minutes to respond to that, you're looking at 25 to 33% of your workday just starting and stopping with respect to interruptions. Now you wonder why you can't get anything done. Most of you have probably heard about Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule. You know, you wear 20% of your clothing 80% of the time, you make 80% of your money from 20% of your clients, that kind of thing. Let's turn that around and transition that to your workday. Let's take the first 20% of your day, which should be about 96 minutes, okay? And look at that 96 minutes, minimize the interruptions, minimize the meetings, and deal with your hardest, most difficult, most important tasks the first 96 minutes of that day. We're going to give you some techniques on how to prioritize and do that, because if your day blows up, at least you've been able in the first 96 minutes or 20% of your day to chip away at some of the most important things that you had to move off your desk that day. The goal today is to make your life easier, make your professional world more impactful. Take some stress off of you so that as we're all transitioning into this 21st century, you can find ways, practical, simple, straightforward ways to make your day-to-day relationship with your job, your profession, and that big new economy out there more straightforward, more productive, more focused, more organized. So you can get more done in the day, you can feel better about it, and you have time to even get home in time for dinner.